We're here?
Yeah.
We're here. Hi. Welcome to Witches, Wizards, and Wonders. We're going to do a Kids on Broom game. It's going to be fun. So if you're here last week, we sort of built the world all together. We built everybody built their characters. I'm the GM for this game. I don't remember if there's a fancy title for the GM in this system, but I'm that guy. Yeah, everybody else, go around, introduce yourselves and your characters and all that stuff. Do it.
All right.
Do it.
Well, I'm the next in line on our screen, so I am Ryan.
Perfect.
I'll be playing Phineas Whitbane. He is a withdrawn bookworm. He likes to find solace in his studies and better himself educationally.
And I am... Ooh, the glasses. Very nice. My name is Kitty. I'm playing Kidrick. He's an upperclassman student. He specializes in mimicry and transfiguration, and he is a funny klutz. He's a kind of a class clown, loves playing little pranks and performing.
I don't know what order we're going in, so I'll just go next, I guess.
That's fine.
Sure.
Why not? My name's Amber. I'm playing Tabitha. She's a haughty descendant. That's her trope, and I don't know what else to say. So, the end.
Well, hi, my name's Connie, and I will be playing Kiki Mendez. She is a 16-year-old witch. She is a reluctant oracle, and she has a black cat named Gigi that has a big red bow and a little gold bell as a collar.
Hey, I'm Will, and I'm playing Harvey. He's a upperclassman, considered to be the golden child, although he's very reluctant to accept that. And he has a little goat familiar named Kiddo.
What's up, guys? I'm Matt Acevedo. Happy to be here with the Perception family. I am playing Francisco Serrano, also known as Cisco, and he is a firstborn caster. He is an upperclassman, 17 years old, and he is the first of his family to gain magical spells. And he's from Cuba. He's a Cuban descent. So, and he's got a familiar. That's a pug, baby. A pug named Ace.
Who can breathe right? That's everybody. Yay! So we discovered last week that our school is in Greenland. It's called the Arsarnari, which is Arsarnari. Which is the Inuit word for Northern Lights, and I think that's very fitting. Nazgul Rodeo, thank you for the sub. Catara Surfer says, functional pug. Yay. So actually I have questions for all of you before we get started, which is how do you all arrive for the beginning of this year's term? Do some of you travel together? Or are you traveling by yourselves? Are you coming in through portals or by other means? I leave it up to you. We'll start with Phineas.
I would have definitely come in by portal. My parents' work, or at least my father's work, keeps him close to some archaeological sites, so we live not anywhere close to Greenland, and so I would have to make the journey pretty quickly that way.
Nice. How's about Harvey?
My parents are in Egypt, so I definitely came through portal at the pyramids. I was just visiting them. So,
nice.
Now I'm ready for school.
My parents are missing and or in the middle of performing a very long trick. Most people think it's the latter. I think it may be the former after it's been several years now. So I'm used to being on my own. I basically jumped off of Niagara Falls to enter into this place.
That's badass.
Do you get
Suck
lost
at platform 9 3/4.
Yeah, like
Do you get lost and arrive in one of the caves?
Keep your momentum.
It's like, you don't actually have to jump off Niagara Falls to get in. It's, okay.
This is all for show.
Stairs. Kiki, what about you?
I definitely came in through portal as well. I'm trying to figure what would be the closest wonder to like Mexico kind
Chichen
of.
Itza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
You can literally enter through the pyramid.
Perfect. So I'll come in through the pyramid via portal.
Tenochtitlan.
Tabitha?
I came through the Colosseum portal because I live in England, so therefore that's the closest one to me is in Italy. So my parents were, just vacationing, and then they were like, well, we'll just stay here a little longer so you can just get to school easily. And I was like, thanks, Mom.
Cisco?
I was studying abroad. I was over in England for this, in England for the summer, studying abroad and learning some magics there. And I went through the portal in Stonehenge, came through that portal,
Nice.
which is it was a nice portal.
Clean, got good restrooms. Yeah.
8 out of 10 would recommend. Fabulous. And for those of you who don't know what the heck we're talking about, this school was founded by various witches and wizards from all around the world who discovered that at these places of great importance to the human race, there were basically all that concentrated attention was starting to create portals, and all of them led to this one place in Greenland. So the schools the various buildings of the schools were built around each of these portals, kind of spokes off of a wheel. So there's a central room that contains all of the portals, kind of in marble arches, that sort of thing. And in the center, there's a new device that some of you will be hearing about in a little bit. But basically, as far as wizarding schools go, our Sarnary is probably the most metropolitan of all of them, because it was the entire school was built by several different founders from several different countries, and the students are very much the same. There's a focus in sort of magical archaeology. There's also a focus in ambassadorship to firstborn wizards at this school, because they're sort of lost and need a little bit of extra guidance. So Headmaster Larbear is in charge of this thing. He sort of headed and founded this organization that reaches out and finds those firstborn wizarding children. That said, so you're all welcomed in, and there's one large sort of common cafeteria area, a dining hall, basically, that everyone files into. So you see some first years, super tiny, super terrified, and very, very cold. They have big jackets on, but they're not prepped for this weather. Like, it's not like a real jacket. It's like fluffy. It's got some of that crappy stuff in it, not reeled down. So they're just like, and they're getting kind of pushed in by little prefects and stuff, leaders of each of the houses. And the rest of you sort of like, you already have your seats. You know where you're going to hang out. You've been here before. You're returning students. But this is sort of something that everybody looks forward to every year, is when Headmaster Larbear makes his speech. Now, all the first years have never seen Headmaster Larbear before. And though they're aware that the study of familiars and eventually ascension with your familiars is kind of written on paper, most students from all around the world have not seen what this looks like yet. So there are various teachers, some of whom are already looking sort of, well, they look like animals in chairs for the most part, but there are a few who still have their familiars at their sides, like, cats in the lap, that sort of thing, snakes. But eventually the doors burst open and a swirl of snow kind of trails in as this large polar bear pads in. He's wearing a large green scarf, and if you look at it closely, you realize that the colors swirl like the aurora borealis. He also has a pair of bifocals at the end of his snout. But that's all he wears. And so he sort of trots in on all fours, and when he gets to the podium, he leans back and rears up on his hind legs. The first years who have been pushed to the very front of the room start sort of screaming.
Just sort of.
Just sort of screaming. They're afraid to make too much noise because it's a bear.
I'll throw a bottle of Coca-Cola. Start handing it over.
What are y'all doing before he starts his speech? Like, are you sitting next to any of your friends? Are you sitting by yourselves?
Yeah, I want to be sitting for sure next to Kiki and Harvey. I don't know if Harvey's there, but I know definitely Kiki I want to sit next to. And if Harvey's there, that's great. But before I want to take a second and just like kind of and like Hey, Kiki, did you? So good to see you. Welcome back. Did you have a great summer?
It was definitely interesting. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Did you get all of my postcards? I got to see all sorts of things in England. It was awesome.
Oh, that's so cool. I did. I got them, and then I kept them. So I have them in my backpack. So I whip out like the little stack that he sent me. So it's wrapped in like a little string.
Oh my! I'm so glad you kept them. That's so nice.
They're super cool. I love the pictures on the back.
Yeah, right. There's one in front of Big Ben. There's one in front of Daikon Alley. There's one in front of where they filmed it.
Right.
It's super cool. You went to see all these famous places. Here, Abuela sent this for you. So I pull out this little tiny like brown package, and it's just a little like panaderia. So I just hand him the little sack.
You would be surprised. Probably not surprised, but you cannot find anything like this in England. Like anything like this.
I figured you would want one, so I saved one.
Kiki, thanks. You're the best. I gotta write a letter to your abuela. That's so sweet of her.
She sends kisses too, and then I kiss him on the cheek.
Ay, qué rico. And I say that to the bread, and then she kisses. I was like, oh, thanks, Kiki. Hey, let's look at these first years, huh?
Oh boy, they have no idea what they're getting into. And then I grab a little piece of the bread too and start munching.
Yeah, and I offer it some more. It's like we're sharing it as we look on.
The story sword. Thank you for the raid, by the way. Thank you very much. Welcome, friends.
So as I make my way towards Phineas, I'm looking for Phineas. I make my way past the first classman, and I do like delayed fart spells where I basically like let one go, but you can't hear it, and it's supposed to maybe, but in a couple minutes, sometime it's gonna it's gonna all around.
So just watch the table all blame each other.
They'll all think it's each other, and smell and sound, so it won't be just And then I make my way to Phineas and say, "Dude, you won't believe it, man. Remember that the chameleon charm we found? I've now learned to transfigure for. I'm sorry, I keep looking to my left. Where is he on my thing? I learned how to transfigure myself for almost 24 hours, man, without nearly breaking a sweat. I mean, we've been working on this for a while, so I'm just totally geeking out about who I can kind of mimic and what pranks I can pull, because no one's going to. I'm kind of known for being somebody else at times, so no one really knows where I am or who I'm being or who they're talking to. So
and as you come up to me, you see that I am kind of surrounded by a book fort. I've already just layered all of my study stuff on the table and just kind of made a comfortable space for me. And so as you come in and start talking to me, I just kind of put my book down and yep. Interaction time, okay.
I pull all the books off the top. Put it back.
Right. That's very good. I'm glad that the spell worked out. I hope you used it wisely.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And if anything goes wrong, I trust that you don't mention my name when it comes up.
Bro, come on. Yeah. Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
Of course. I'm not a snitch. I know better than that. Oh, if they only knew. I can't wait to the stuff we're going to get up to this year. Look at these first classmen. Oh.
Yes. You can see that Headmaster Larbear is having fun with the timidity of the first year students. He keeps stretching his jaws and kind of and Tabitha, what are you doing?
I'm gonna be on Harvey's other side. Whatever, okay. I don't know who they're sitting next to, either Kiki or Cisco, but I'm on their other side. And I look at them and I'm just so who should I give a dirty look to? Who should I make think I hate them right off the bat just for existing? Who? I want to know. Which one? Point one out.
Yeah, so me and you kind of look over the freshmen, or just kind of try to intimidate them in a way, just from looking at them. And of course, I'm trying to be intimidating, but I'm also trying to stifle my laughter because I'm laughing so much at the way that they're reacting to Headmaster LeBear. and I revel in the. I'm really enjoying watching him play around with them and freak them out because they have no idea what they're getting into.
Mm-hmm. Actually, roll a brawn check for me. I want to see how intimidating you are because you're trying to stifle your giggles.
Let's see.
First roll of the game.
Roll of the game.
Go.
Brawn. Wait, which one am I rolling for Brawn?
It should be, so you should have assigned your stats. So there should be, if you look at Brawn, just to the left of it, there should be a D something, and whatever that something is.
D12. So I got a 3.
So
Not very funny.
you imagine that were it just you and them in this room, they would probably be intimidated, but they're far more distracted by the polar bear.
Yeah. And I'm also laughing at the same time, so I can't. It's not a good moment for it.
I yell at Harvey, which one do you think he'll eat this year?
So Headmaster Larbear finally clears his throat, which sounds like a buzzsaw. And he continues.
Students, peers, and any sneaky visitors, welcome to another year at the Arsenary. Returning students will be happy to know that the dangers of the Aklut creatures roving the edge of campus have been dealt with by Mr. Praline, our head of security, and Lady Santiago, our formidable defense against the malicious magic professor. Miss Praline has found sourcing for livestock. Lady Santiago has found sourcing for livestock to be delivered via the Taj Mahal portal for the Aklut and the families for the time being. But I would still recommend you all do not go roving the ice after dark, and please remain on the school grounds. The shadows in the night of hold treacheries unknown. For the athletic, fracas tryouts begin this evening after your first classes. Professor Kops will be holding the tryouts. Returning students' dormitories remain the same. First years will be placed into one of the 7 houses where you will meet your new families in magic. Now, to more serious business. We have received many letters from your parents with concerns about the growing Aurora Borealis storms after last year's tragic events. We assure you that we are observing it doggedly and have installed a device, the first of its kind anywhere, to track the storms, to give us proper warning before the lights descend on the school. When you hear this alarm,
And he flashes a paw up at the skylight, and you just hear this horrible screeching sound. Is impossible to ignore. Yeah, it makes everybody cringe.
it means to get inside immediately and cease any magic you may be participating in. There is no telling how this storm may affect you, your friends, or the faculty. We, of course, have all your safety in the forefront of our minds, and we cannot guarantee your well-being, but we are doing everything we possibly can. If you are still concerned and would like to transfer, please speak to Miss Phylum in the registrations department, and we can send you on your way. There have been reports of failed ascenders, former students who attempted to merge with their familiars before they were ready, gathering in the woods. Do not attempt to enter the woods without a faculty member present for your own safety. I do not think them evil, but their circumstances are hard, and they may lash out. One final note before our feast. I have mentioned this every year, with hope that maybe someday my beloved students will listen to me. The Finding Caves are strictly off-limits to students. From centuries of delving, the tunnels are collapsing, and due to current climate states, they are collapsing faster than I ever thought possible. Professor Sassern is the only wizard with leave to visit the Finding Caves. I sincerely hope we have another wonderful year here at the Arsenary. So please, enjoy your food, your drink, the betterment of yourselves, and the lifting up of your friends. We are all a family here. Protect one another. May the northern lights shine upon you all.
And he claps his paws together. It starts to snow inside, and just music kicks up everywhere. Yeah.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Well, let's hope no one actually gets injured again this year. That was a mess.
I hope not. That was really scary. I was really worried for them.
Yeah. But I'm not afraid of anything. If I see something out there, I could take it. I can take it. I'm a Serrano. It's what we do, you know?
Yeah, but is Ace really up to it? And then I look down at Ace.
Yeah. His eyes are like kind of going like all over the place.
Yeah.
And he like licks one like Stitch, you know. Yeah, I know. Look, Ace is small, and he's dexterous. He can get out of any situation. Isn't that right, buddy? That's a good Ace.
And you're playing all of our familiars? Yes. Yes.
As Gigi like hops on my shoulder and then kind of like makes her way across my collarbone and then sits like a scarf and then just starts licking her paw.
And I take like a big scoop of like a plate of like mashed potatoes and like I slather gravy all over it and I take like a fried chicken breast on my plate. I just go to town. I'm starving. Oh my gosh.
Thank you for that donation.
I put an extra biscuit on his mashed potatoes as I start filing my plate.
Harvey, you look up from your plate for a moment and you see this little round blonde head just staring at you with the widest eyes.
You're him. You're the golden child. You're them. The golden child.
Thank you for getting my pronouns right, but no, don't look at me that way. Just let me get out of here.
Do
Leave
something
me alone.
golden and I'll go.
I step in. I step in and I go, hey, if you know what's good for you, you'll leave right now. Okay? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
No.
You don't know. Have you heard of the roses?
Oh.
Yeah, go. Get out of here. Leave them alone. Bye.
He just wobbles off.
I look at.
I hate first years.
Oh, nice. I look at Phineas and go, "Hey, man, the caves are collapsing. That means we're not gonna be able to find as much stuff in there. We gotta get there quick. We gotta make sure we gotta, get some good stuff before it gets lost forever. Oh man, can you imagine the charms we'll find there? What do you think, man? Shall we go, friend? I'm kind of mocking the. I'm sure we can get permission.
At this point, I've already kind of brought my book back up, just ignoring the headmaster at this time.
Finding caves.
And my red panda has propped itself on the top of my head and just sprawled out. So I kind of look up as you're talking to me again. Well, it's not like what stopped us any other year.
That's right. It is. Yeah, we're gonna do such good things. We'll be fine.
Hey, Kiki. Hey, are you gonna try out for the Frockus team tonight?
You know what? Take a breath first. I don't want you to choke. Just here. No, I'm not up to it. You see my wimpy little arms? I can't do anything physically strenuous for more than 5 minutes. But what about you?
Oh, you know
You're
what?
so outgoing. Come on, you got to do it. You got to at least try once.
Look, I'm an upperclassman. I've been holding off for a long time, but I was worried about Ace. I look at Ace, but I'm like, he's got it though. In this competition, we work with our familiars to perform tasks. I think that me and Ace and how small he is and how fast he's become, we could really make a difference on this team. Is that right, buddy? Yeah, that's right. I think today is the day. All right, I have to make the Serrano family name stand out. I need to be the best I can be for my family's legacy. This is it. This is the moment. I got this.
I believe you can be the very best. The best there ever was.
The best.
That's right.
Song.
That's my theme song. Yeah.
You got to do it this year. This is your year. You've been practicing, and I know this is something that you've been wanting to do for a long time. And I got a really good feeling. You got to give it a shot this year. I'll be rooting you on.
Thanks. And I look over and I see, I stare at someone who I consider my rival. It's Carlos Rodriguez, and I look at him and say, Rodriguez?
Danny, that's you.
Serrano.
Nice.
You think that you're gonna try and take that spot? Even though you've been practicing.
Oh, I am. He looks down at his French bulldog.
Hola, Pepita.
Yipe.
Well, honestly, may the best upperclassmen get the position.
I will. This turns on his heel, and Pepita just like trots off after him.
As they turn around, me and Gigi stick our tongue out.
That Carlos Rodriguez, I don't know what's up with that guy.
I don't like him. I don't like his bulldog. There's something meh about it.
Well, just because his family comes from a wealthy wizarding community doesn't mean that he can like just get any position. He has to work for it, you know.
Exactly.
Doesn't understand the meaning of that.
Yeah, he's probably never had to work a hard day and is like, "Ow," and they chomp into turkey leg.
I yell down at Kiki and Cisco, "Are you guys gonna share some of that? It looks pretty good."
Hey, hi!
Oh, okay, I'm coming.
I figured I was.
You want some? You want some
we
goodies?
probably already sat pretty close. because
Yeah,
I
okay,
was-
I'm yelling at, well, maybe across, but really loud, because I know that everybody is going to want some too, but I know he won't give it to everybody. It looks so good. Can I have some?
Only if you promise not to. I mean, there's a ton of food, so help yourself. But like, I don't want you. I'm afraid you're gonna like cause a food fight again or something. I don't want that right now. This is a moment, a celebration. Okay, none of your tricks.
Don't worry about anything. You're good. You're good.
I squint at Kidrick. I'm like, mm-hmm. And then I hand him a turkey leg.
The fart spell finally goes off 3 tables over.
I was like,
Delayed.
And it's like the kids just scatter, like screaming. There's like tears from their eyes.
Was that you, Kidrick?
no. Yes.
I get it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, honestly, that was actually pretty good.
That was
pretty good.
Yeah.
I was took a long time, right? That was a good delay.
Oh, it actually smells too. Oh, man.
You notice that it starts to clear out the rest of the hall. Kidrick kind of overpowered this thing, so even the
I
faculty
haven't
start
figured out
to
that
back
part
up.
yet.
As it gets to me at that point, I'm just like, oh great, not again, and I want to cast something to make it like at least leave my area, just like wind out of the way.
Sure. Cast. What would that be? I call it flight, maybe. With you're using your wand.
These are the spells that really count, folks. The spell
D12.
gas.
All right.
Spell big gas.
Like, oh, cool. That's a 10.
Yeah, that's enough. It just kind of there's like one corridor that's going to be damned for about a week, but like you managed to kind of like whip the wind around and kind of collect it all up and just pocket it there. So it's just going to be this doorway is going to reek for a little bit, but the rest of the hall seems fine. The feast as a whole is starting to kind of wind down, so it's up for you all to sort of head out to your first classes, meet your teachers, that sort of thing. So who has classes together? I think we talked about this, but I don't remember if we nailed it in.
I wrote it down.
I also wrote it down.
Hey.
I have defense against malicious magic with Lady Santiago, artifact dowsing, and divination. I know some of us are in these classes together.
Yeah.
I have artifact dowsing as well, so I'd probably be in there with you.
Artifact dowsing is Tabitha, Phineas, Cisco, and Kidrick.
Okay, so let's
Would you like
start
me to
there.
go down the others?
No. We'll start there. We'll do that class first, and we'll go to the next one. So you're in artifact dowsing.
As you're getting that up, we're all at the table, and I would like to say, I like raise my glass, and I say, "Well, here's to another year as upperclassmen and among some of the greatest wizards and witches that I know. let's make sure let's have a great year, everybody. For Arsenali.
Asanare.
Okay, let's go.
Well, see you later.
So artifact dowsing is on the westmost place of campus. It's as close to the finding caves as possible, so it's right up against the edge of the water. Unlike every other building, which is built by like architectural geniuses, this is more of a shack. This is essentially like his house, and then he built a larger sort of barn in which to hold classes. But the house portion is all boarded up for Professor Sussern to take care of, like his personal business and all that. So you all sort of enter the barn first, close it behind you to keep the warmth in. All kinds of devices on the walls, like various brass rings, hoops, clockwork bits that seem to move on their own, lots of glowing stones, that sort of thing. But also more mundane odds and ends, like there's fighter planes, there's hanging from the ceiling, there's various objects like motorbikes and stuff, and other things that he's dug out of the finding caves. He steps in, and he's a rather hunched, kind of timid man, but he steps out. He kind of like pokes his head through the side door that connects to his house. And,
It started, has it? All right, wait. Welcome, everyone, to Artifact Dowsing. Some of you, welcome back, of course. Now, did you all get your first assignment? Of course not. I haven't given it to you. That was a test.
Fast.
Now, all right, everyone. I have hidden 3 objects in the snow beneath our feet, in the permafrost. First ones to find it get an A, a B, and a C. Everyone else fails. Go.
I'm gonna start digging.
I grab my wand and immediately try to like summon things.
Sure.
Because we're upperclassmen, so we should know these spells already.
Yeah.
Like we should have been using them already. So I would like to do a summoning spell to try and find any object. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
I take my wand and I put like a heating spell on it, where it basically gets really warm to everyone except for myself, and I'm start waving it over the snow to make it melt. See if I can uncover anything.
And I would like to probably cast like a glow spell on any objects that are like hiding under the snow.
Okay. We'll have Tabitha go first. We'll follow up with you guys real quick. So Tabitha, make a charm check for me, please. And you can add your wand bonus, whatever that is, if you have it for charm.
Got it. It's Dyson so long. I'm like, what does the D12 look like? And then my wand gives me a +1 to charm. 13 on a D12, thanks.
Awesome. So you find it, like you're able to, like using your wand, you're able to like, all right, where is it? And so you can kind of feel the resistance of it in the ice, but you're not able to quite pull it free yet. So you're trying to like keep your lock on it without letting anybody else know that you have it. And we'll move on to Kidrick. And sorry, your path was Kidrick.
Oh, you're asking me what my...
Yeah, what was your approach again?
I was gonna take my wand and have it like glow, and like glow, so I get warm. And I was basically trying to I'm melting away the ice or the snow as I wave it across each part. So it's hot to everything but me, basically. So
Okay.
I can touch it. It's cool, but it's basically just warm.
I'll call that a fight check, since that fire might otherwise be used for attack.
My worst. What would be charm? Alright, well, fine. That is a 4. That's like
4. So you're doing a great job melting the ice, but you're casting such a wide net, you're not getting very deep.
Yeah,
so you haven't found anything, but you might be making it easier for the other kids.
Okay.
Phineas.
Yes. I'm wanting to cast glow on an object underground just to kind of discover it.
Awesome. So that charm.
Did we find anything yet, Phineas?
How charming.
We're going 50-50, right, Phineas?
Oh, and Amber,
yes,
you can
of
give
course.
yourself an adversity token. Same for you, Kenny, because you guys both failed it. Well, partially failed those checks.
Me?
No, you're good. Sorry.
I got a 7.
A 7. So you miss a specific object, so you can take an adversity token as well. But there is sort of like, you can see there's just a plane of glowing light underneath the ice. Then you can start to see 3 lumps underneath. So you have a general idea where they might be. There's kind of these dark spots that aren't glowing as well. It's just you've managed to eliminate one thin sheet of ice. That's everyone who's in this class?
No, not me.
Cisco.
Oh yeah, Cisco.
And I was so sorry. I go, whoa, shit! I grab my wand and I see everyone already doing stuff, and I just go, So then I kind of panic for a moment, but then I pause and then I do. I'm like, okay, think. Okay, look into the future for a second. See if you can see where you dig it up. So I do a divination spell to temporarily. I want to see like a minute into the future with divination to see where I or someone pulls it out.
Awesome. Yeah. So divination would be. Oh, that would be. What did we decide? Time magic. Time magic.
Is there so does everything have to be everything's in order? Like, can I say that I did something also just to kind of throw a monkey wrench in his potential finding? Because I was gonna say I wanted to cast an illusion to make it see, basically put something under where people are looking so that they think it's something but it really isn't. Like basically turn a rock into a little figure so that people think they found something that shouldn't be there, but really it's just a rock.
We'll let you do that after this check, I think. I don't know. Is there really a turn order in this game, or
this
is
is
it just
narratively? Yeah, and this is the only difference is that this isn't planned. So this is like, I would say this is like, I forgot the term for it, but it's like there's the snap decision.
Snap
Yes.
decision or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do that. Sorry.
All right, here we go. I got D12 for this. Okay. That is a 6 plus. Do I have a brain bonus? And plus 1 for my wand for Hawthorne. So a 7.
Okay.
Not great,
So you get this sort of like,
Come on.
boom. Your eyes just kind of gloss over for a second. You're like, Ace is like, yep. And then you see, Tabitha in the future pulling up this sort of segmented brass bendy piece of thing. It almost looks like Gothic armor.
I said, how dare!
So you see her, you see that, and you see exactly where she pulled it from. And then putting that together with your eye line of where her wand is pointed, you can kind of like triangulate where this object is in the ice, so you have a better advantage on this.
Okay.
round.
Okay.
And then Kidrick, you can do you're adding like an extra thing now as well.
Yeah. It's not really for Cisco or anyone in particular. I just want to plant a false relic in the snow.
Make a charm check. We'll say you are charming a stone down there to pretend to be something else.
That is a 21.
Oh, snap. Yeah. So like as you're everyone's been watching you just melting the top surface of the ice, so they assume that's what you're still doing. And then on your next pass, you cast this other spell, and the stone turns into like what looks like this ancient sword or something, and the hilt is now sticking out of the ground. Like it looks so obvious, and there's like a kid who can't believe that you missed it. And so to the rest of you, it also looks like, oh crap, there's one of the three. Like,
I'm like, I'm just giggling myself.
So Tabitha, you at least know where yours is, so I imagine you're going to keep trying on that one.
Yes.
And were the things that I illuminated able to now be grabbed by me if I saw them, or?
You still have to try and like lift it, and that would be, oh gosh,
A brawn.
I would like to cast something like a shatter spell and break the ice.
Oh, okay. That would also still be brawn, I think.
Brawn. Ooh, that's not great. 2.
You're like, and you see, one little shard of ice just kind of falls over. Tabitha, you can.
So now that I know where it is, like now that I've like got a hold of like where the thing is, I want to do another spell to melt the ice that's just right there, like a fishing hole kind of thing, like just melt it in a little circle.
Sure.
Just so I can grab the little guy.
Let's call that a fight check.
Fight.
Yeah.
That's my D.
Could be wrong. Probably wrong. Never know.
Okay.
That's
I
what
like
I'm
it.
saying. I say never know. I could literally look it up. But
I got a 9.
9. That's enough. Since you're already kind of yanking on it, you know where it is. You're just making life easier for yourself. So at this point, you're able to scramble down and you get this copper piece thing in your hand, much to Cisco's dismay. So now the rest of you, because of Phineas's spell, you see these 3 other objects illuminated, but you don't know that one of them is Kidrick's false thing. Phineas, you might have an idea, because all of a sudden an extra thing showed up, so you would assume it's one of the other 2 objects.
Wonder what those are.
You see one kid go for the sword, though, like just fucking dive for it. He's like, yes! Ah!
Like, I want to just melt in his hand.
Phineas.
Seeing that that brawn did not work as well as I was expecting. Let's see, what else am I good at? Brains. Okay. I would like to observe the pieces that are in the ice and see if I can use one of their shapes to the advantage to break it out of the ice.
Okay.
Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah, you're kind of like trying to, is it like when you pose for the wall that goes through? I don't know.
So I got a 13 on that.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's enough. So you pull up, it just looks like a stein, but when you pick it up, it kind of hums with its own musical noise. Someone else steps in, and you hear the familiar breathing of a French bulldog. Sorry, I'm late.
Rodriguez.
And effortlessly, he just flips his wand down and just flicks this, it's like a tiny little, it looks like sewing scissors. And as he sort of manipulates them in air, as they snip, they're actually stitching fabric into the universe. And he just kind of takes it.
So pretentious. Yes, I say that.
Better luck next time, Cisco. See you at tryouts. And the teacher's like, that man gets an A!
Love him.
I hate this. I love and hate.
We're going to a dance together.
Rodriguez. Was it my turn?
Yeah.
It's where is Rodriguez? Where is
He's
Carlos?
at the barn doors right now. He's just about to leave. He came in to get his grade and then he's just gonna take off and fuck around or something on his broom.
And I hate this guy so much. And I want to say, I say to Ace, I say, Ace, fetch, and I tell Ace to go and just snatch it out of his hands, and then I would like to pants him.
Awesome.
To get him off, to catch him off guard.
So would that be because you're instructing your familiar? What did we decide was how we control that?
I think is it charm because it's influencing another person, right?
Yeah, I like that. Make it a charm check.
Okay. Come on, buddy. Auditions tonight. This is the warm. This is the warm up. Okay. This is the warm up, Ace. This is the warm up. Okay. That is a 6. Well, that's my max stat. So, but do I get to roll again? Because
because it explodes, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because it explodes. So I get to. I'm gonna roll one more time.
Oh, I thought we were exploding.
I got 6 again. Holy crap.
Nice.
So you can't go above the DC, so you're golden. So Ace just flies through the air. And
I've never gotten to do this in the game. This is great.
So yeah, sorry. When you roll the highest number on your available die, you get to roll that one again. But you can't pursue it once you beat the DC, whatever it is, then you're done. So you can't get a 30 on something that's only 10 hard or something like that. Cool.
I got a 12 on my D12.
Yeah, I got a 4 on my D4 earlier.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. I forgot.
You were like, you kind of do it, and I was like,
Session 1.
At the table. Game, no.
Still did it. That was fine.
That's true. So yeah, this adorable little pug just soars through the air, and like in slow motion, Cisco's face full of joy. You just see his little pug face just hook onto the belt and just yank. And Carlos is already he's already mid-step, so there's nothing he can do about it. And as he turns to try and stop his pants from coming down, he's too slow. The pants get around his ankles, and so when he tries to swing his leg around, he gets caught in his own pants. So he just eats it into the now melted ice and water.
And as he's falling, I want to say, you know what they say: the higher status they are, the harder they fall.
That doesn't make sense.
I start crying and rolling on the ground laughing.
So he picks himself up. He's spitting out some permafrost grass and stuff. Just, I'll see you on the field.
What are you even do? Where are you going? Where are you even going? Are we in class? What are you just come in and take other people's opportunities? Sounds like your family, Rodriguez.
Shut up! It just keeps going.
What? He took my artifact. He took my artifact.
I look at Cisco and I go, "That's what you get."
The kid who pulled out the sword goes up to Professor Sussern with the sword that Kidrick created. He's like, yeah, I got it. Look, I did good, right? I did good, right? And Sussern just and the sword just turns to dust in his hand, and now he's just holding this little crappy rock. He's like, slowly turns
nice
to you,
rock.
Kidrick.
Nice rock.
That's essentially how the rest of that class goes. Is just him randomly having you guys dig in various places to find items. He's not really teaching you usefulness yet because he's trying to keep you all safe. But he does let you kind of keep that little shoulder piece, Tabitha.
Nice. I don't know what I got.
Yeah. It's basically just like a little segmented copper armor shoulder. All right, let's go to the next class. So that'd be.
Did I fail?
Together.
Do you get an adversity token?
Did I?
Yes.
No,
oh, you failed the first day.
I failed the first assignment.
Well, to be fair, everyone did who didn't get one of the 3 objects. He's a super harsh grader.
Yeah, but
but you did get
Cisco
to
can't.
pants him.
He did, but still, I had to be really strong for my family.
Rodrigo at least got a B.
That's true.
Rodriguez?
Yeah, Carlos Rodriguez.
Carlos Rodriguez.
In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, talk to Cisco about this guy. I think we can team up.
I'm very torn because I'm upper class, from the elite of the wizards of the world, and so is his family. So we're.
You would have been with at a lot of mixers with him already.
He comes up to a lot of my parents' parties, so I know him. But I have this secret crush on him that I don't make. I make it very obvious. But the fact that him and Cisco are rivals and Cisco is my friend by choice, I have inner turmoil right now. Mm-hmm. But I still think that Cisco not getting his artifact is because he pantsed him and not the other way around.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's how the elite's brains work. They don't.
Kiki, Harvey, what class do you all have together? And anyone else who might be in that same class?
Well, I am in my process.
Kiki is on her own in localized time manipulation, and and Harvey
is in husbandry, right?
Yeah, familiar
I have
husbandry.
familiar husbandry, and I know that Kiki doesn't have that class, but I kind of tutor her in that outside of the class.
Yeah, I have it as extracurricular.
Okay. So we could say that you took Professor Serpentine's class already, and now the two of you are just sort of like out in a hallway or maybe a common room, and you're reteaching her what you've just learned. So we'd say the lesson today was
Are there other students that have familiar husbandry? Because we could just do the class and then do this after.
Harvey and Kidrick.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll do the class. So Harvey and Kidrick, you two are together in the same class. Professor Serpentine, shocker. Her familiar is a very large snake. You've also seen her around campus. She is sometimes also a snake. So she chooses human form more often than not, just because she likes how she looks. She's pretty. She's all right. But she. She has a collection of animals that aren't necessarily familiars. So she also trains like kind of just like basic animal training, and then how to magically amplify that for your own creatures. So it's like teaching certain whistles and stuff. But she's like, if you learn the whistle correctly and you use it with this intonation and this old incantation, mix them together, and your familiar will follow your directions to the nth degree, and they'll listen faster. They'll be able to react almost before you can think it, that kind of thing. So she has you sort of practice this like whistle and hum a little bit. And for this, we can make a, oh God, too many things are open. Oh, I had that. I already chose that. So we'll call this a charm check for both of you, just to see how well you do. And the skill that she's trying to have it do is essentially a race. So there's like a little treat at the end of either aisle, and you're all lining up 2 by 2 and sending your familiars to get the thing, but they're not allowed to move until they get and understand your command.
Nice.
But we're working with her animals and not our familiars.
For this, you are working with yours. I'm just saying she has a collection of animals that she's just like, now on a non-magical animal, this will still work. But if you're using your familiar, this will work even better. Just sort of like for demonstration purposes.
Cool.
So my familiar is a woodpecker named Woodrow, and my favorite thing to send him doing is go digging for stuff, because he's a bird who can dig, so to speak, or like search for things inside of other things, which is what I love. And he's also really fast, and I have a fast broom. So yeah. So we're gonna roll for.
Yeah.
Okay, rolling right now.
Yeah. So you two get paired off together, and so it's sort of a race to see.
This was charm, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I got 11.
And I got a 7 out of 10. That's my D10.
Okay. So Kidrick, Woodrow is able to just get that thing. So it's like the second you think it, you're just like, snack. And Woodrow's like, beelines for it, gets it. And Kiddo kind of is like, snack? All right. Trot. He just kind of trots back to you. Like he's not listening, but he's just not as fired up as the incantation was intended. So the rest of the class, you learn like a few more things like that. It's just a way to get you and your familiars closer and get you closer to familiar ascension. But that's more or less the entire class. And then Harvey, you're going to go and meet up with Kiki to sort of teach her what you learned.
So Kiki, we learned how to kind of do this whistle that'll get our familiars to go retrieve a treat or something like that. So do you want to try it out with the GG?
All right, let's give it a try. Are you up for it, GG? All right, how does it go?
You kind of this is going to be hard for me to teach, because I actually cheated when I was in class, and I used my link with my familiar kiddo. So he listens to me anyway. But the way that Professor Serpentine taught her was that you kind of do this whistle, and Gigi has to understand that the whistle means that's the command to go get this item. So the whistle is kind of like it's got to be high pitched, but high enough that Gigi can hear it. It doesn't matter who else can hear it. Like sometimes other people can't hear it. It's definitely just between you and your familiar.
Okay. Well, me and Gigi are pretty synced up, so maybe, because I can't really whistle, so maybe I'll just go. Gigi's head kind of perks up, and I was like, okay, so I think that could work. All right, let's do this, Gigi. Start focusing really hard. Go get the treat. Go get the treat.
Make a charm check.
A charm check?
Charm.
Charm check.
4.
Out of what?
4. And your skill die is at
That was D6.
okay. Just
Dang it, Gigi. Okay, we're gonna have to work on that later. No more snacks until we get this right.
So you all continue with the rest of your classes throughout the day with no particular, no standouts. A lot of it's just studying and note taking, and they'll probably tackle heavier subjects after the first day. They know everyone's just gotten in. But it's almost time for tryouts. So at the Coliseum on the campus, there is, it's magnificent. It's enormous. It's beautiful. It's the first of its kind. Weird Judge, thank you for the host. Yeah, so you all go to see, or rather, I know at least Cisco is going. Is anybody else going to at least watch the tryouts?
Yes.
Or?
Yeah.
I'm going to try out myself as well.
Watching.
You're going to try out? Oh, yeah, everyone's welcome to try out as well.
I'm definitely not trying out, but and I usually don't like going to games, but since this is just the tryouts, I'm going to sit way in the back of the bleachers and kind of watch all the guys at the sporting event.
Nice.
Wait.
So you see, as you're kind of approaching the pitch, there are people practicing fracas. And fracas is a sport played with 4 balls. The humans will be on their brooms, and their familiars will be on the ground, water, or in the air, depending on what their quality is. And the purpose of the familiars is to try and push 3 iron balls that are centralized along the center line. So they're going to be trying to push it to the goals on the other side. Same thing, opposing sides familiars trying to push it to the other side. But while the humans are trying to keep something that's called the walrus up in the air. So it's basically just a large leather ball. So it's essentially like volleyball. So like if you whack it and the other team lets it touch the ground, that's points for you. But all the while, they have to maintain, keep their eye on where those other balls are on the field so they can communicate to the familiars like, okay, like, yeah, curve it left to get it away from, that fox over there, that kind of thing. So it's like, oops, sorry. So everybody's focus is split in this game. It's a whole bunch of this. And you're seeing people just like, just eat it because they're like, the ball's up in the air. They don't see it because they're busy watching the familiar and they get bashed in the face. And so tryouts have already begun. You see Carlos, he's just strapping up. He's putting his goggles on. He grabs his brooms, gets on it. He gives Pepita a little pat and she just sits patiently, but also kind of like lazily turns as she smells Ace coming up the path.
I put Ace down. I give him a pat and I look at him and I'm like, you got this, buddy. Okay, you got this. We practiced this. You're better. You see that? You see Pepita over there? You're so much better than Pepita. Okay, you are a sporty dog.
He just rolls and exposes his belly.
I rub it. Don't let me down. I'll be talking to you. Okay, it's one-way communication. Unfortunately, because I can't talk. You can't talk back because I don't know how to do that. But we got this. Okay, we got this. Go.
I'm standing on top. I'm standing on top of my broom, and I just like slide behind him. I have a flashy like Daredevil duster. I'm all about stunts and doing tricks. I go, Cisco. You're trying out this year, huh?
Yeah, this is it. This is the year. I'm on my broom. I get on my broom and I'm just stretching on it.
I'm like, yeah. So you see, saw Rodriguez over there. You hear he's trying out too, huh? Guy's kind of an idiot, isn't he? I don't really care too much about if I make it or not. So how about we, if something were to happen to Rodrigo, like in front of everybody, I mean, I'm just saying that would suck, wouldn't it?
Look, Kendrick, that's real nice of you, but if I can't beat this guy in tryouts, then I shouldn't even. What am I doing? I gotta be fair and square.
Possible deniability. You're right. I mean, yeah, fair and square all the way. You are the best. I'm like, wink.
Are you gonna mess? Are you gonna do something?
No.
I gotta feel. I have. What was that wink? What was that wink like that?
Kind of something in my eye. And so, anyways, good luck. And I just like float away up in that room.
Kendrick.
Professor Cops, who is also the coach for the team, is like, next! You see Rodriguez stepping up. She points to you, Cisco, and to you, Kidrick, also. So the three of you are going to be the next ones up.
Yeah.
So for the tryout, it's not like a full game. All four of the balls have been charmed to act as if they're being, put upon by opponents. So they'll be moving of their own free will, so that you have to keep an eye on them and all of that.
Okay.
Cool. You will be pretending to work as a team, but still the best performer will most likely get a spot or the spots with an S.
How many spots are there?
They didn't say. Cops is very kind of secretive with her team building, so you don't know too much about what she's looking for exactly. Okay. So for this, all three of you, so you two and Rodriguez, are going to make flight checks first, which would be, that's a thing, right?
It's a flight skill.
Yep.
Stat.
So flight stat.
All right. Good luck, Rodriguez.
Like,
I don't need luck.
Good luck, Rodriguez.
He's still like, you look at him and he's still kind of covered in mud. He hasn't gotten it all off yet. There's like some behind his ears and like up on his nose and stuff. So he's just like trying to hold it together.
So
All right.
I rolled a 2 out of 12.
Okay, sweet.
Oh no. And don't forget, you have those points that you can apply to certain rolls as well.
So, I mean, I can reroll, or I just add 2?
You just add to them. So you can spend your adversity tokens to get closer to success on your rolls.
So is this one roll for like the whole round, or just for like the tryout? Like we're not gonna. This is it.
There's gonna be a couple.
Okay. So yeah. So I roll a 2. So does it all happen at the same time? Because I want to know if I can like use my failure as an excuse to try to do something to Rodrigo. Like if I, basically like fall on the ground and go whoops, and like
Good luck.
and I don't know, rub some grease on his broom or something. I don't know, something where I can like sort of make it a little more difficult for him.
Sure.
I want to fall over and I grab his broom like whoa. That was crazy.
We'll have you do a separate check for that on the next round of broom stuff.
I rolled a 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
And he
Do
rolled,
I get?
Yes, 6. So the ball is coming at you both, and Kidrick is kind of swerves weirdly and draws the attention of Rodriguez. So he kind of turns his head for a second, and it's just enough to give you that inch to bat the ball back into the air. And you just hear the whistle blow. It's like, point Cisco! And
I do a lap.
And so now all of you notice that the iron balls have started moving. So it's as if they're coming into your field goal. So they're basically think of very large golf holes in the field on the ground, and they're rolling towards it, but kind of erratically. So now it's up to your familiars to try and block these. Before we do that, though, Kidrick, I'm going to let you roll for your interruption. So make a fight check for me if you're going to knock his broom or something like that.
Oh, I want to kind of slip some kind of slimy substance or something on his broom. So it's more like a stealthy type of you know what I mean. I don't want to push him off. I just want to kind of whoa, a sleight of hand, if you will.
Okay, so charm check.
Which is my best dice. 11 plus 1.
11 plus 1?
12.
Nice. Yeah. So you, as you're falling, you're like, oh no! So you make this big scene about almost falling, and just kind of out of your wand, you just see and this slick just kind of goes all the way around. You see Rodriguez starting to kind of like spin around his broom. Like he's not off of it yet, but it's going to be really difficult for him to like swing back up because every time he readies himself, he's just going, and it slides back to the bottom. So now each of you make charm checks for your familiars to see which one can more effectively stop the iron balls from going in.
Come on, Woodrow.
Let's go.
Rodriguez
Come
is
on.
Not doing well. He's busy.
Come on, Rodriguez.
Oh no! It's a charm. Charm check.
Oh,
That's I rolled a 1.
oh
man.
no.
Because it's ace. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it's appropriate.
Yeah.
I was a 10.
So a 10.
Yeah.
That's not bad. So Woody is able to like, and these are pretty hefty. I mean, they're only about this big, but there's at least iron in them, if not solid iron. So Woody, the light bird, is able to like whip around like, and sort of just divert that ball back to the other direction.
Hey, let's go! Come on! Lock it up.
Rodriguez, even while upside down, is like able to communicate with Pepita, and Pepita is able to just kind of like, she like hip checks it, but she's so small it kind of like boom knocks her over. And Ace is like so joyous, like super big cute pug eyes, and he looks up at you and he's like, got it, and he turns but didn't see the iron ball swerve.
Oh no.
It's just like and you see Ace like just rolling out. Ace! You're like, boy, Kendrick! Whistle blows again.
I just feel. Come on, buddy.
So it'll be one final check for the ball, and then your auditions, your tryouts. This is where my brain is. Your tryouts will be over. So one more flight check. And it's gonna be harder for. Whoa, shit!
One flight check.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. I got a 10.
I got
a dirty 10. So.
I got 12. I'm blowing up. That's 12 out of 12.
Nice.
I'm going to use 2 adversity tokens.
Nice.
Awesome. So Rodriguez,
Yeah,
desperate. He sees that he's not doing too well. He tries to ride himself on his broom, and he's just like summoning up some power to like get some real kick behind it. But it's still too slick. So his broom shoots out in front of him, and he's just like midair for a second, and like Wile E. Coyotes it down to the ground and just crack.
Oh, that's gonna hurt his ego.
You just hear like a collective ooh from the crowd.
So yeah, so I got a 22, but I want to use it to. I don't want to win. Like I want Cisco to win. So I want to like sabotage myself, like, or something, and but like in a magnificent way that's like funny.
Sure.
So I want to like fall and have the broom like chase after me or something and like pick me up. And then I go sliding backwards. I don't know. So I want to do something stupid where I end up landing like ta-da.
What if like you're falling off and like you're just turning into a trick because you're just showing off.
I'm
right?
doing
'Cause you've
showing
got
off
an
for
audience.
everybody. Like this is turned into my performance.
But subtly woven into that, you're like you do this like alley-oop assist to Cisco, where you like as you like land back on your broom, you maybe like give his broom like a little kick, that little extra boost that it needs, and you just
What's happening?
see Cisco just boom, goes all the way clear to the other side of the field and like lands near those other goals. And just like 2 points, Cisco.
I'm like,
I do another lap.
I'm like, yeah. I mean, no.
You can stay and watch the rest of them if you like, but for the most part, it's a lot of the same. So I assume you're not going to. But you see Professor Cops just says, all right, everything's going to be posted in the morning, so go. She dismisses you all. The sun is starting to set, and as you all are leaving the Coliseum, you see on the hill, not too far away, a series. It looks like initially you think they're trees, but you see that they're actually sort of shadows, and they're up on the crest right before the icy area dips back down into near the Finding Caves. You see silhouettes with bright red eyes glowing.
All of
They
us?
seem to just be watching the. Ooh, actually, is there a perception check equivalent?
I would say.
Just make us roll.
Yeah. Just gotta figure out what to roll. Yeah, everyone just roll a brains for me, and then we'll
Right.
figure that out later.
Great.
12.
Eyes yours.
5.
One dice I don't have.
9.
11.
1.
Oh, I do have one. A 6. 6.
Nice. I'd say anyone who got 6 or above sees this.
Oh, sweet.
And when you turn your heads to tell maybe the next person about it, and you look back, they seem to be gone.
Must be
Who
seeing
saw
things
them?
again.
I saw it.
Did you see that?
Are these things we've seen before?
Didn't see him, I don't think.
Like,
You've heard rumors about the red-eyed beasts in the snow, but there's so many rumors, and actually quite a few magical beasts who just live in the area. It wouldn't be unheard of for something like this to be here, but you thought this one in particular was always a myth.
So Harvey's been here a year longer than me, so to me he's like a upperclassman. So I'm like, did you see that, Harvey?
I totally saw that. That's the first time I've seen it too.
Wait, you guys,
yeah,
you guys saw that too? I
Yeah.
thought I was just saying things.
I've only read about it.
What is it?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah,
didn't
I
see
didn't
it,
see
Tabitha?
anything.
No. I was watching the field.
On the hill, there was red eyes and silhouettes.
When did you get an accent?
There was red eyes. As far as I could see.
Like a million or like 3?
Listen,
Kidrick, I never take you seriously because you're always doing something crazy.
Ask Harvey. Harvey saw it. Phineas saw it.
we need to listen to Phineas.
Yeah, Phineas, what have you read about it? You said you read about
Cisco.
this before.
Yes, Tabitha.
Why are you talking like that?
This is how I talk.
Did you get hit out there?
Did one of those steel balls hit your brain?
No, but Ace was hit, so maybe I felt it.
Oh yeah, Ace
Am I
kind of
talking
trudges
different?
up to you
Poor
again.
Ace.
Oh,
Am I talking a little bit different?
yes. You spent too much time in England. You have a weird hybrid accent now.
Oh, but that's very strange. Phineas, tell us about this.
I'm like, yes. Phineas, do tell.
GM, do I have more information than just rumor, or?
No, not really. This is more like kind of bedtime story stuff. They never had names in the stories that you heard. So you probably have to go digging somewhere, or maybe ask somebody who would know.
Old man.
I only know what I heard from my summoning teacher last year. It's just that it appears to some of us. One person was lost and they went to investigate it. It wasn't. They tried to look for him, but he was gone. That's all I know. We'll have to
That's
search.
That doesn't seem like
very
much.
informative.
Are you saying that maybe that they're real? They're actually out there still
They
looking
might
at?
be.
Why were they? That's freaky. It's like they're looking at us or something.
I mean, this whole place is enchanted anyway. It's possible that ghosts or something that inhabit this area. Speculation, really, but
What else is in that direction? What else is in that vicinity?
So that would be Professor Sussern's house and the barn, the classroom that you all were just in, and then beyond that, kind of like just behind me,
toward the caves.
like they were standing up on a hill that's overlooking this basic view, and imagine that as the Finding Caves.
Okay.
And so there's some trees. There is a tree line. There's a minor forest here at the top of this hill as well. But they were standing on sort of a bare portion of it, on the other side of which is just ice as far as you can see. There shouldn't be anything there.
Go.
Maybe it's just some animals or
Just
something.
go.
I go to Phineas. I'm like, so you said one person didn't come back, right? So obviously they went by themselves. That was their big mistake. So I think we should all go together, and then we'll all come back. At least check it out. I mean, come on. You gotta be curious, right?
Tabitha, what were you saying?
I lean over to Cisco and go, do you think... Remember that time we went to detention together?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we ran into.
Yeah.
And I'm like whispering. Like,
Yeah,
we
those.
ran into the Yetis.
Yeah, those.
Do you think it's?
Do you think? Maybe.
They didn't seem like
I
they
didn't
were
see
harm.
'em.
They didn't seem like they were harmful to like that they were gonna like eat people or anything.
I don't know. I don't remember what color their eyes were.
I don't remember the color of the eyes. I just remember their fur
Yeah, they're white.
And-
It was pretty.
and a couple babies. That was cool.
They were so cute.
They were so cute.
Probably not them then. But
Yeah.
But like, what if like some sort of evil magic got into the Yetis?
I mean, someone's experimenting on them.
Maybe. Oh, I don't want to throw blame. But
Okay.
that teacher that we had today was acting a little weird. I don't know. This
I failed my first assignment. Can you believe that?
we should get back at that teacher. Oh no, I got an A. Never mind. No, I like that teacher.
Oh, we should definitely get back at it. Yeah.
No. You'll get detention and you can go look for the Yetis again.
All right.
We'll get in trouble if anybody knows we did that.
Well, look. Kendrick says that he wants to go check this out right now. I don't think it's wise that we go, right?
Well, especially considering what the headmaster said about exploring and the collapse of the caves. Ugh.
You know what? Maybe we should. If they're not going to take charge, I turn to the rest of the group. If they're not going to take charge, if the people aren't going to fix this problem, maybe we have to.
I'm down.
I'm like, Phineas,
But do we even know what
3
they
to
are?
3.
Maybe they're just security measures to keep us away from the ice. I mean, they did say that it was melting, so it was more dangerous. So who knows? It may be a security precaution.
Whenever there's
I didn't see
security,
anything.
that
But
means
what if
there's
they're a
something
threat to the
valuable.
school? What if they're threatening our school?
Yeah, and if they're
Like,
also
I don't care about a lot of things, but I like this school.
and they're also
Good.
getting close to the caves, and we don't want them messing up that area either.
Yeah, because what if they're cute baby Yetis and we don't want them to get hurt? I don't care if they have red glowy eyes. We don't want them to get hurt. I love animals.
Kiki's gonna kind of like sidebar with Harvey and just be like, I didn't see anything. Was there actually something there? Like, what did you see?
I saw the red eyes, and it definitely, I could tell that it wasn't Kidrick playing a prank. It was actually there. I could sense the essence of some being out there. I don't think it was just a security measure. I think there's something actually out there. I don't know what, but I'm actually interested in finding out.
Okay,
you know,
well, then
Kiki-
you go first.
Kiki, if you do not feel safe doing this, we can figure out some sort of communication system, and you can be our lookout.
Well, I just
Kiki-
don't want to go first.
I'm saying you
I'll
can
go
stay
first.
here at the castle and have a walkie-talkie kind of thing.
Oh no, I'm going in because Gigi's gonna go in and just.
So I
Follow your cat.
I look at Phineas. I'm like, should we tell them that we've gone in that direction before to the caves? Like,
Well,
I think they feel a little more comfortable if they know that we've at least know a little bit about the area in that direction at least.
I don't know. Don't think that's really important to share that kind of detail.
I mean, okay, how about this? You can say you read the book, you saw a map, and because of that, you have an idea about where you can go, and we should probably head in that direction. And I immediately turn to the guys and go, that's a great idea. So, guys, Phineas has a great map. He read a book that is all about that area, and I think, he probably has an idea of, what direction we'll be able to go, what things to kind of step around so you don't we don't step on any traps or right, Phineas?
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that sounded real confident. Real confident.
You found a book without me?
I have a lot of spare time.
Phineas. could you not tell Kiki, Phineas? I'm like, just like stirring it up.
Y'all are heading up the
Kiki?
hill.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
I'm with
she's
you.
gonna walk with a little more huff.
Sure. So you get to the top of this little icy hill that you saw these creatures at. But when you peek down, you actually see Rodriguez, and you see some of the other kids who are trying out, just kind of huddled together, having a conversation. They're all wearing like shades. They're all looking like extra cool.
As in sunglasses?
Yeah. Did Matt freeze?
Yeah, Matt's a little
Shades.
permanently surprised there.
He's pretty interested.
Blown away.
Oh no!
My
Red eyes got him.
Oh no!
Well,
mess.
I'm sure he'll be back in a second.
Oh well, let's keep going. Even though you can't see Connie.
Oh no!
Connie's hiding behind the logo.
You just see my ears. That's all that matters. You just see my ears.
No, my but yeah, you see a bunch of the kids, still wearing sort of their same clothes, having hushed conversations with each other, just whispering.
I immediately materialize glasses. I'm like, hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on? Anybody see any weird eyeballs around here?
Make
Audible face palm.
make a I guess a charm check.
Yes. It's all charm all the way, baby.
Oh boy.
Whoa, okay, that was it's a 7. I'm not using my wand or anything. Yeah. 7.
Back.
Hey.
Yay.
Well, I'll say 8 actually, because I do have it on me.
Okay.
That's an awesome vanishing spell.
That was great. You're really good at that.
Sorry, I don't know what happened, but
The silence.
the hard wire should be working. So
You missed it. So over the hill, you saw. It looked like all the kids who were trying out earlier with you, including Rodriguez, and they're all wearing sunglasses and they're all whispering very quietly to each other, trying to look all, just being all cool or whatever.
So I materialized sunglasses and went over to chat with them, see if they saw any red eyes or anything suspicious.
Yeah. Sorry. And what were the words you used?
Hey guys, what's up, man? Yeah. I'm trying to I'm not trying to talk to them. I'm trying to sneak into the group, I've always been there. I'm like, yeah. That's what I was over here what they're talking about. And then if they're not talking about the eyes, I may want to casually bring it up to see if anyone else here saw anything. So
Hey, buddy. Good to see you again.
Hey,
good work at
Rodriguez.
the tryouts.
Yeah, Rodriguez, that was crazy. But little spinny thing, that was awesome. You gotta teach me how to do that. Little upside down thing.
I will.
Oh,
come with me.
That doesn't sound very creepy at all.
No, not at all.
Well, I would love to come with you, but I just wanted to kind of see what you guys go. You guys hear anything about eyes popping up anywhere?
Eyes popping up?
Yeah, like red eyes.
This guy.
You know what?
And all of them kind of look at each other, and then they look at you, Kidrick.
I get it. Forget I asked.
Kidrick, make a grit check for me.
Okay.
No.
That's one of my better, I think. What do you think? Come on. 1 to 10. Don't mind me checking dice. One of my dice is
Don't mind me when we're waiting for you.
I did 10.
You
I
get
knew I
a
was missing a
D10.
dice. A dice.
Yeah.
Thank you. I rolled a 10, right? 10, which is blowing up. And then I'm going to roll again.
You tell us.
And that is a 1, so 11.
Okay.
11.
So you notice as you're trying to focus on Rodriguez, when you're noticing the other kids kind of in your peripheral vision, they start to sort of morph and deform a little bit. You realize that their mouths are actually vertical, as you can see like eyebrows over here. on the sides of their face. But when you like try to focus on them directly, they like snap back to how you first saw them. They just look like kids again. But as you look away from Rodriguez, he looks the same, and you're just looking around. What are the rest of you doing while you're all at the top of the hill and Kidrick's just down there having a chat?
Kiki's gone prone with Gigi, so we're like nestled in the snow, like you can't see us. Like, nope.
I'm making
flat.
signs to like no, like don't like.
I'm going like
Something's
this.
wrong.
I'm waiting to see what happens, but I also get my broom ready because I'm about to fly over there.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm backing away slowly, hoping they don't notice.
Oh,
Don't
they've
go
noticed.
anywhere. You're one of us now. And you feel like this super hard grip on your shoulder. As you try to pull away, Rodriguez's glasses like boom, boom, slide down his face, and you see bright red eyes that are vertical. And as he smiles, it's like his visage writes itself into what he actually is, or what this creature actually is, and you see the sideways mouth as well.
Wow.
You're one of us now, and there's a goosh, goosh. The other two also grab you, and they start trying to pull you into the snow. Make a brawn check to see if you break away.
A bronze check, okay. And while I'm doing that, I'm yelling, "Whoa, that's crazy! You have red eyes and a crazy mouth and help!" So that's a 4, and it's a +1, so 5. Oh, no, I'm sorry, wait. Is it brawn?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a 5.
yeah, they've got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not very strong. I'm all about charm, but yeah.
Well, I mean, they're definitely dragging him away
guys
now.
see-
He's not able to fight them off.
I get on my broom and I
like,
would like to fly
"Guys!"
and like bowling ball into them to like get him, and I'm gonna have to take the hit just so that they can let him go because I know something's messed up here.
I'm like, Code
Yeah.
Red!
Yeah, flight check. So
242.
when his glasses get
Chinga.
knocked, the rest of you see his red eyes as well. So he's dropped his look, but the other two still look normal from a distance.
Guys, follow my lead.
Ah!
I jump on my broom as well then.
All right, flight checks for broom kids.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on my broom, but I want to go higher above where the whole crowd is, and I kind of want to dive bomb into them.
Yeah.
I'm like, not like this! Not like this! Getting dragged.
I don't even have time to cast a spell. I just gotta get him free. I rolled with my bonus. I get a 7. Not great.
7. Not great, but you're able to get one of the 3 off of Kidrick. So Kidrick's now only got 2 of them gripping on. So you've got.
Do I get an adversity token?
Yes.
Sweet.
And also, so I got a 7 on my flight check, and I would like to so I'd like to summon chains to go, to erupt from the ground and wrapped around the creatures around Kidrick.
Okay. So for summoning, cast a. I think I got a charm check for you.
All right.
Someone's got a dice tower. That's dope.
Sponsored by Wormwood Gaming for all your geek chic needs.
Whoa! Whoa!
We love your stuff.
Say the magic word. That's the magic word.
Yeah, use code perception at checkout. Free shipping anywhere in the USA. That's not a joke. That really all sounded like a joke.
No, we're serious. You can get free shipping.
That sounded like a dice tower. Oh, it did it?
So that was 7 for my check.
Okay. Similarly, you haven't completely ensnared this creature, but it's enough. Like the hand that is on Kidrick, that one chain like whips up, drags it down, so his hand at least is down. So you can take an adversity token as well.
Sweet.
So my familiar is a woodpecker. So I don't know how much they could do if they're whatever. But I am definitely like whistling, I'm practicing my whistle that I learned in class today to get Woodrow I'm like, help, Woodrow, help.
Sure. That'll be a charm check in a second, but Harvey still has to make their dive bomb attack.
That's right.
So flight check.
So my flight check was awful. I got a 1. With my broom, when I'm on my broom, I also gain unassuming strength.
Oh, nice.
Which I'm actually not sure what that is.
It's just real strong.
Yeah, unassumingly so.
I don't.
No one would think that of you.
That gives it only a +1 flight, so that means I still only have 2. But unassuming strength is supposed to have another bonus. I'm trying to look it up in the book.
While that's happening, can I go fly and try and find the headmaster? Because this is an issue, and I think it needs to be reported.
Sure. Yeah. His office is in the northernmost of the spoke of the wheels, and it's in a very tall sort of Mexican pyramid-shaped building, and he would be in that top level. So since you're on your broom, it's not going to take you that long. Yeah, so if you're walking. And then Kidrick, make your charm check, and then we'll get to the results of Harvey in a second.
Kiki's just gonna run down the hill, and then she's gonna try and cast hold person on one of them that's trying to hold Kidrick.
It's a 7. And I would
7.
Yeah, and I'm going to use my diversity. Sorry, I'm adversity.
Adversity.
My adversity check. So that just makes it an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Is that enough?
Sure.
I got another one.
So Woodrow flies up out of your pocket or wherever he just flew out from, and he just starts pecking at the one that had the chain on it. So, sorry, getting a call. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah. So the one that had just been chained is now got a woodpecker. So he's sort of no longer in the running. He's not an issue anymore. It's pecking out his bright red eyes. And then for you, Harvey, you do dive bomb, but you, with the winds kicking up and the snow swirling around, you sort of just nosedive right into the snow. So you miss the creatures entirely. So you can take an adversity token, and as well.
I did find unassuming. It says you can spend 2 adversity tokens to not be seen within reason, GM's discretion. But I think I'll save those.
Sure. All right.
Sorry, guys. I got us in trouble. I thought they were cool.
Let him go.
They look so cool.
He's ours now. You can join us too.
You realize the Rodriguez voice is completely evaporated. This creature is no longer pretending.
You're gonna make me have to save Rodriguez. I hate you. I hate you.
Not the real Rodriguez.
Is it him, or is it not him, or can someone?
The assumption is that this was never Rodriguez to begin with.
It's like a doppelganger. Yeah.
My coma at home. I just found out.
I knew you were too cool to be Rodriguez.
Who does what next? There's still one on you, Kidrick.
Okay, so if I start pretending like he has me, will they stop? Will they stop grabbing me? I want to be like, yes, you have me.
You can try it.
Cover yourself in zombie guts and pretend.
Yeah.
And I want to start kind of make myself look, if I can, try to morph my face into looking like them, because that's one of my specialties is mimicry. So because it's not too dissimilar from how I look, it's not like I'm changing into a polar bear or anything. So I can kind of meanwhile I'm thinking. I know Will can kind of get when I'm faking it. He's one of the few that can understand that. So I'm basically looking at him this is real. Don't fucking attack me. Don't attack me. I'm yes, you have me. So roll a charm.
Yes. Just gonna charm everything.
Okay. Damn it. Okay. It's a 5.
It didn't stay on the table.
Oh, it's on the table.
So this fails for obvious reasons, because the creature hasn't started doing anything to you yet.
Okay.
So you can take an adversity token, but points for trying.
I would like to.
A tear's coming down as I'm saying it.
I'd like to use my street smarts and look around and see if there's is there something above them, like an icicle or heavy snow or something, or is the ground icy? I'd want to use my wit to use that to either knock them down or knock them into the ice.
Sure. You notice that they're backing into what is the last tree for miles. But it's very old. It's got immense branches, and there are icicles just kind of dripping and hanging above this entire area. So you imagine that if you could knock one of those branches correctly, it'd probably take care of the problem.
Okay, and I want to blast that that branch. I want to send out I want to hit a crack that's already started and like just finish the job with like a sharp blast. And can I use my street smart for that?
Sure, because that's what you initially were saying. Yeah, let's do that.
Nice.
Yes.
That's the
All right,
seed.
sweet.
Watch it grow.
Okay, that is going to be a 14.
14.
Yeah.
So just boom, and you see Kidrick as you're being like pulled, and these fingers continue to like kind of claw into your skin.
Let him go!
This icicle just like this shadow creature kind of goes, and it starts to sort of just melt into the snow as if it were slightly warmer liquid. But you think the situation is done for now. The other two are alive, but sort of restrained or otherwise bothered. One of them is blind because of Woodrow, so just kind of reaching around. So you have means to escape. Tabitha, you now arrive at the headmaster's office.
Come in.
Headmaster, there's some creepy alien guys out by the Coliseum. They got red eyes, and I think one of them is impersonating a student. I don't know. My friend,
And how do you know
we
this?
saw them. You need to get there now.
Which means... Fine!
And he just clears his desk, leaps over it, and just like do.
I fly next to him. Well, slightly behind. He's leading, obviously.
So he pads out there. As you all are coming up the hill, you see the headmaster like stop for half a second, look at all of you, just like pissed that you're off grounds right now, and then he just shoulders past you, jumps to the bottom, and just full bear mode starts ripping apart the two that are left. And he just comes back and he's cleaning off the fur of his mouth.
Back to your dormitories. We'll have words in the morning.
Yes.
Good night.
I don't say a word.
I'm like, last time I tried to help students who I think are lost.
You just like stop in the snow. He starts padding back to you, Kidrick.
I'm like,
What did you say?
nothing.
Right.
Thank you.
So you have a feeling that you'll have some sort of detention slip or something waiting for you in the morning. But you have a little bit of time before it's like truly lights out if you want to get back to campus and maybe research what was happening.
Oh yeah,
Or really do anything else with your evening before.
I'd like to go straight to the library.
To the library!
Fabulous.
Is everyone okay? Harvey, are you okay?
I'm okay. I hit the ground pretty hard, but
Yeah. I gotta say, Kidrick, you kept your cool even when you were being grappled by whatever the heck that was.
Yeah, I'm wiping away the tears. Like, think so? Yeah. I have Woodrow in my palm. Like, you did it, buddy. You did it. Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Picking like meat out of his beak.
I'm like, don't cry, Woodrow. It's okay. We'll be all right. Like, guys, I'm so sorry about that. I thought they were cool, and I just wanted to. And I just turned away.
Thanks, Tabitha, for going to get help.
Well, once Kidrick went in there and I saw all hell breaking loose because, you know, he's pretty terrible at diffusing situations, I figured we needed someone bigger.
Yeah, but I don't know what kind of repercussions we're gonna get, but it's better than death, right?
I'm like,
Yay!
What do you think? Why? Larbear has to know something about this.
yes.
He was real weird when I approached him about it. I told him, there's these like alien looking things and they have red eyes. And he's like, how do you know? And I was like, because we saw them. Like, so yeah. So I think he knows something.
Was there anything I noticed that being so close to them that was different than what everyone else saw, or everyone else saw the same thing, the mouth?
Everyone else would have seen that same sort of distortion once they got closer.
Yeah.
So you imagine they have some sort of magical ability to sort of shield their own look and shapeshift or something along those lines. So you get to the library, you start flipping through books and finding, or at least looking for things. Cisco, make a brains check for me.
Brains.
Can I help him so I can like go be like the runner to get books and stuff?
Yeah, so to help with a check like that, you can, depending on his role, you can chuck in a couple adversity tokens and you can kind of boost that result.
Oh, that fell off the
One,
table.
as many as you like. I don't know.
Hey, roll.
Okay, that one it's a brain, so that's going to be an 8. Not very good. I'd actually like to use an ability, because I don't like that. I'm going to use my strength that is called Lucky, and I'm going to use my last 2 adversity tokens, which will give me a reroll. And that's what that ability does. So here we go.
Cool.
Nice.
Is it nice though?
Oh no.
That's a 6.
So you're like looking in the index, but you have to know what the thing is to really utilize the index. So you're just kind of like flipping through, hoping the right word jumps out at you. So you're having some trouble. If Kiki wants to take over and do a check, or Phineas.
Yeah, if I notice he's kind of like struggling, like not knowing where to look in the book, I'm like, oh, okay, fine, I'll go get it.
I will definitely now help Kiki if she's taking over. Be like,
I'm still learning. Do I get an adversity token for failing?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Thank you for the reminders.
All right. Brains?
Brains.
11.
11.
does she get anything for me helping, or?
If you give her an adversity token, it'll add to her result.
I will.
Cool. All right, so that's a 12. You find it pretty quickly. So you start kind of cross-referencing various myths and ideas, and you realize that the creatures you came across were called the Ijarak. And from your descriptions, or at least what you've known as those who have failed ascension, these are half man, half caribou creatures. But unlike a lot of the other people who have failed their ascension, who are just people having a rough time, something about that particular combination makes them sort of twisted and dark. They turn into child snatchers. They have the blood red eyes. They have a disorienting aura that sort of surrounds them. So if you get too close, they tend to sort of alter your perception a little bit. But they're famous for kidnapping children. And that is what you came across.
What's
All
it
right.
called?
Do you convey that to us?
Yeah, I
Ijarak.
relayed that information. So I
I'll write it
think
in chat.
it's okay. So it seems that these are failed familiar ascensions, but it only happens when it's half caribou. But they seem to be kidnapping children, specifically children, and that's as far as I kind of got. And they're flip. Idric?
Ijarak.
Ijarak.
So, yeah, Ijiraq.
Well, that's eerie. I don't like that one bit. And I have a moment. I think about. I think about something in my past, and I'm sorry. I just need a second. That's really heavy.
Are you okay, Cisco?
Yeah, it's just I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of whatever this is taking kids. I think we gotta stop this. The teacher's gotta do something.
Well, hopefully.
Go.
Yeah,
Aren't you close with Lady Santiago?
yeah,
Wouldn't she know something about this stuff?
yeah.
She's like the defense teacher, and she loves cryptids.
We should definitely go talk to her. What time is it?
It is
Might be
like 7 p.m., 8 p.m. She's probably going to be in her quarters, wherever.
We'll ask her in the morning. Everyone, just be careful when you're roaming outside of the perimeter.
Maybe we're not supposed to do that in the first place.
So dinner is served in the same sort of halls, but it's more open-ended. You can go and grab food when you wish. Do you guys go and like get a meal before you turn in?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Kiki's gonna grab some food.
Yeah, I definitely need some comfort food after that fall and the whole ordeal.
So as a lot of you are there, there are a couple teachers. Lady Santiago is not among them, but there are a few teachers sort of like up on the higher bench eating some dinner as well. Some other students. When you suddenly hear the alarm,
How does it go?
that like it just sounds horrific, but it's meant to get your attention, right? You're like, It's like, and everybody.
Oh my god!
So everybody starts.
Holy
You see kids filing in, and to sort of describe this great hall, it's sloped. So the ground is one long rectangle, but the ceiling peels back from where the teachers sit in one large window that covers the entire ceiling. Ooh. So it's basically like one bent stained glass window that goes through the whole thing, and the color of the stain kind of comes and goes at will, but it stays pretty. And as the alarm goes off, the glass clears, and you see the Aurora Borealis begin. And so in our magical world, the Aurora Borealis is known to be this sort of cosmic storm for magical powers, which is why they want everyone inside when this thing hits. Last year, there were kids who basically their powers were boosted beyond their ability to control, and they almost annihilated some of their friends. Buildings were set on fire, all kinds of things, so people were just losing control. And then, as this sound continues to just blare, eventually the siren cuts out, assuming that everybody's gone inside. You see the aurora just creeping over the glass, just flashing and flashing, just ribbons of light. And you see a dark shape kind of fall from the center of it, and it smashes through the glass and lands on one of the long tables. It looks like it's some sort of skull.
I immediately go investigate it.
Sure.
I cover my. I also like. Do I want to do a spell? It's like earplugs.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. You notice that it's a walrus skull, and the rest of you, when you're kind of looking at the teachers who are around, you see Miss Charlie and you see Professor Sidereal. They both look absolutely mortified. They stand up and they leave. They let the children just kind of examine the skull and they bail. But that, I think, is a decent place for us to end this first session. And next week, next week we will be including some incentives, some ways for you all to get. Sorry, I keep whacking my microphone with my watch. Ways for you all to get involved with this story as well. So we're thinking about like potions, a few other things, and then the triggered event will be the Aurora Borealis that will affect our players either very positively or very negatively, depending. So we'll have those for you for next week. I wanted today to be just very much just us playing around, getting to know each other, exploring the system, and for the next 3 weeks, it's going to be super fun. Anyway, thanks, guys. You guys have
That's insane. What a great cliffhanger.
It is a really good cliffhanger.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be more prepared and try to now. Every time we go out, I'm gonna have half stuff in my pockets just in case. Because now I'm like,
Yeah, and also like for you guys, like the rulebook has some really fun like suggestions for like how to deal with like potions and spells.
Yeah,
and stuff like that too. I mean, you're all doing great, but like there's ways to be like, oh, I want to prepare this thing so that when I go into this situation, I'll be ready. Yeah, and then you can kind of like look up what do I need for that, and these can be other ways that we can explore as well. But General Davis, maybe I was debating. We'll talk about it. I'll let you know. We'll let you know next week. Well, but good questions. And yeah, we'll be in the Discord, so I'll keep you guys posted as we solidify what those are. But hooray!
Yay!
Hey!
Yay!
And make sure you come back later tonight for Perception Check. That's going to be at 7:30 p.m. with our felted friends. This is one of our few humans-only shows. My goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's right.
Tell the crew I say hi and I miss them and I love them.
Art.
And so you're like, okay. Cool. And as always, we're going to pay it forward with a wonderful raid. Who we gonna raid? Madam Gandalf. She's fantastic. She's wonderful. So she'll be. She will be in the Green Dragon Inn. No? Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Green Dragon? Yes.
Yes.
Anywho.
Okay.
So we can go back around. Actually, Matt, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
Guys, you can find me the Matt Acevedo on the socials. Come check me out. I just finished another Kids on Bike RPG that's on Hyper RPG, so if you want to look at that, it was real fun. It takes place in modern day San Diego at Balboa Park, and deals with like Mesoamerican gods and shit. So
awesome.
Nice.
Sweet. Will, what about you? You got some Halloween stuff happening?
Yeah, I'm doing my October sketches, so you can find me at William O. Tyler on any social media to see all of that stuff. I'm also watching a lot of horror movies. There's a Night Stream Film Festival happening starting tomorrow, and I'm on a panel there. You can go to nightstream.org to find out more about that. And of course, Cinephilia here on this channel every Monday at 5:30 Pacific time. And we're doing horror movies all this month. So check us out.
And Connie, Ryan, did you cancel it or did you go?
I did. I had to cancel.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Connie, where can they find you?
Yay! I'm on social media at Wolverconnie on any social media, but on Twitch I'm Deadly Nightshade 666, and actually at 5 o'clock I am going to be doing Smite with the squad. So that's going to be Super Token, Kenji-san, and then Alchemist. So we got a Smite squad going on at 5 o'clock, and then be done for today.
Sweet. And the rest of us, you can find us here. It's okay.
Back here.
Bye. Now raid for reals. Stick around.
All right,
Give
bye.
Madame Gandalf all your love.
Get your emotes ready.
Yay.